Hey, what's up? What's up? Saturday, sports Saturday with the football. Are y'all ready? We got a lot to unpack. It was a crazy week in sports news, shenanigan news, like whatever you want to call it. It was bananas. And we are going to unpack it from a fan's perspective. The Sportz Wine and Brew Crew is on. We almost forgot that we wasn't even on live because we was already unpacking today's sports.
Yes,
So we
will.
better get it in. I'm so excited. So on Sports Kel's Diva, we got Troy. Hey, we got another woman in the house. A woman in the house. We got Tanisha. We got R. Kales, and we got Cyber Dog. Cyber Dog got that brown zone. He got that brown zone in the background. He
That's
know.
right.
He
That's
know.
right. I got the elf. I'm walking with
He
the elf.
know. And I gotta do it really quick, y'all, before I'm here at the Empower Our Youth Foundation's event for the At the Table. So I will be jumping in and out. But I had to say something really quick. How about my Cowboys? Baby? Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Trash,
You know what it is.
trash,
Arkel's real
trash.
quiet over there.
Trash.
Arkel's real quiet. Yeah. So
I do sound
let's
like
get it
Ebenezer
popping.
Scrooge
Troy
over
is the
there.
lead analyst for the day. We ready to get into it. You ready, Troy? You ready, Troy?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get in.
All right, y'all. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all had a good week.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What up, Bob? I didn't think he's gonna make it, but I'm glad you're here.
Oh, yeah. I'm be on here for a few minutes.
All right. Let's recap the games of last week. So we can go ahead and start with your Bengals and Cowboys. Go ahead, Bob. What happened to your boys?
Look, man, it was another failed attempt to get in the W. The line, once again, putrid. Have no idea, no clue what's going on with the up front. Joe Burrow right now, he think he's playing Madden, and he's just trying to throw nothing but haymakers. Take what you are given, hit the underneath route, tight ends, and work your way downfield. And quit trying to be a one-hit wonder. So, and it's just where we at right now. We trying to be knockout kings when we need to be jabbers.
So do you think that the Bengals, people have kind of like figured out the Bengals? The Bengals were, the hunters last year, and now they're the hunted. So,
Yeah.
people know what they're going to get into with the Bengals, and they're going to bring their best game, so they got to know that.
It's simple. You hit Higgins, Boyd. Chase is going to have to be your decoy at the moment. You cannot think you're going to hit a home run ball with that dude every play. You got to work the underneath out routes and get Mixon rolling. And you got to throw a fullback back there at the moment to get him some additional blocking. They got to get an extra body back there at the moment because the line ain't doing it. So
That's
it's just
all
simple.
good.
It's simple.
It's
It's a
all
simple
good,
fix.
but y'all quarterback got to stay on up front. He can't
True
sack.
enough.
He got 13 sacks on the season.
Like I said, that line got to get it together. These jokers that went out and spent this money once again, and I hate to put this tag on them this early in the season. Poor evaluation. Our scouting team is horrible. They do a horrible job at picking talent. So we'll see what happens this week. And I honestly gonna say I don't think they're gonna beat the Jets.
Oh wow!
Go ahead, Cyberdog. Cyberdog, what you think?
Well, I just want to say that's awful. That's excellent analysis by R. Kelly. I mean, what else can he say, really? They took an L. But I want to say, even before that, I know my Browns won Thursday night, but let's go back to last Sunday. I'm going to start with that. That was an epic failure.
Of all time.
But you know what? It's funny. Sometimes if there is a such word as a good loss, that was a great loss for them because it shows you that you're in the NFL and you got to play 60 minutes and you got to coach 60 minutes because I can't blame it on the players because we were in a position to end the game, but we scored a touchdown. And me and Bob and R. Kelly, we talked about that last week.
Right.
If you up 14 points with a minute and 20, why not score the touchdown? I mean, you up 7, driving. But the coach should have said the play was, Troy, Chubb, take the ball, kneel at the 1. and then you don't have to get the ball back to him. But when that didn't happen, it exposed something else. The kicker, he's a rookie. Now he's our highest. The kicker is the highest pick we ever had for a kicker in the 4th round, Troy.
I'm not mad at I'm not mad at Chubb for doing that, scoring that touchdown. Y'all up 2 touchdowns at the point against the Jets.
Good point. But my point is that as a coach,
I see your point too.
As a coach, now that's what I'm saying. It's on everybody, and then it opened up another can of worms. That secondary, they reading these news clippings, thinking that they're great and ain't done shit. Okay, you can't have the same issue 2 weeks in a row, man. 2 weeks in a row, you just can't do it. You can't keep saying, okay, now you paid Denzel $100 million. Now I don't want to throw that out there, but I got to throw it out there. It seems
he blew the coverage.
Money, they
right.
lose.
Denzel blew the coverage.
Yeah, he blew that coverage.
And then he got on TV and was like, well, it was my, I ain't gonna say it was my coverage, but I'll take the blame. You can't say that shit. You the leader.
Right.
You blew the coverage.
Blew it.
2 games he blew the coverage.
Blew it.
He blew the coverage in the Carolina game. He blew the coverage in the Jets game.
That's right.
Y'all should have lost the Carolina game, honestly, but y'all was going against Baker. But y'all went up against Joe Flacco, who was like, "Oh, they're gonna blow the coverage. Okay, you got a wide open man. I'll take it." Cool.
And you know what? It's funny. I always say that this is a rule I've made in sports since I was a kid, and it's just true. The great ones don't take long for them to show that they're great. What I mean by that, all your great NFL players, we was talking about Aaron Donald last year. When they step out on there, it don't take long. It don't take 2 or 3 games to let you know that this person is exceptional.
Right.
Garrett Wilson, I had on my bench for fantasy. I'm like, he's a kid. He's
a kid that's needed.
He's going to be an exceptional player. Remember I said that.
Yeah.
He's going to be exceptional. Out of all those wide receivers, just look. And this past draft, you had some of the best skilled position players all come out at the same time from college. And I'll tell you what, who else I like? That kid from Alabama. I didn't mean to jump off subjects, but it's all in the same area. That kid from Alabama, that wide receiver. He played him, but the other one. Remember the guy?
Jameson.
That won the Heisman. Maybe that was last year. What was his name? Not Jameson. Jameson is this year. The guy that won it last year, he had the little bitty little peach little suit on with the little shorts, walking in there with the purse.
He won the Heisman last year?
Come on, help me out. Help me out, Tony. He did. He won. He played for Alabama.
It might have been the year before.
Oh my God! His name was on the tip of my tongue. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Jameson Williams.
Not Jameson Williams.
No, because Jameson Williams was the transfer
played for Philly.
From Ohio State.
He's the wide receiver for Philly. He played for Philadelphia now.
Oh, you talking about Smith?
Oh, he gonna be cold too.
You talking about Philly's wide receiver?
Right. I'm just going by.
Oh, you talking about Smith? Okay, he won the Heisman. Okay,
right. So the point I'm just trying to make is we allow the star to be born. I don't know now. I know they play the Jets on the Bengals play the Jets on Sunday, but we didn't give them fools false hope. And now Cincinnati got to turn around and douse this fire in New York.
Not gonna do it. I told you, Neil.
Don't do it, then I hate to say Cincinnati gonna be in trouble.
They're not gonna do it.
Football is the only sport, the only pro sport that the first 3 weeks in the NFL matter. Cincinnati can't go 0-3, just like the Browns couldn't go 1-2.
Neil, like I told you last week.
Right.
Not a division in. Go ahead, Lois Lane. Go ahead and speak it.
Huh?
Go ahead and speak it. What you got to say?
No, you're right. Like, especially after they all lost on Sunday, like, I feel the AFC North is one of the toughest divisions, honestly. Like, I feel there is no clear-cut, like, leader.
It won't be decided. One thing, Tony, about this division, it won't be decided until November.
No, it won't. Yeah. You're absolutely right. It won't be.
Right. So that's all I got, man. We keep it moving.
I got Baltimore coming out that division, just so y'all know.
Who?
I got Baltimore coming out that division.
I wouldn't blame
We'll
you.
see. I mean, they got a shot, but
Dude, it's going to be a dog fight.
Baltimore,
it's going to be a dog fight.
Baltimore they just took their feet off the pedal, as me and Bob always say, when they was playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins came back, and they got Tyreek Hill, who is the fastest dude in the league.
And
will get open.
Yeah, and Waddle.
Both of them dudes had a in the fourth quarter. They had two touchdown lead in the fourth quarter. They took their foot off the pedal.
21-point lead in the fourth quarter.
They took their foot off the pedal. I don't think Baltimore is going to be stopped. That's just me.
Well, let me say this though. Will they rebound? Who they got tomorrow?
No. I'm talking about the division. Their division.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I know we're going down. Okay. I know we're gonna go down the the picks. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off on that. But yeah,
that's cool.
Last week showed a lot.
Go ahead.
I really can.
But I'm happy about Thursday night.
Just be careful.
I'm happy about that. That was a great rebound win. Jacoby Brissett, to me, has earned his respect amongst the players. He made a huge error, Troy. He didn't. He had to look at that Carolina tape to say, damn, why wasn't I looking at number 2? He was open all game.
All game he was open.
Starting to see that Amari Cooper.
His name is Amari Cooper. Y'all spent all that money for a reason.
He's a beast, man.
Yeah.
He's a beast. We still need another receiver, though.
Jacoby is doing what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to manage the team just to get Deshaun back. As long as he does that, y'all got Atlanta this week, right? Y'all got Atlanta next week?
Next week, yeah.
Next week.
In Atlanta.
Y'all should be able to beat them, but then it gets hard.
Man, I had a bet.
Because y'all got Tampa.
Yeah.
Y'all got New England.
Right.
It's going to get hard after that.
It's gonna be hard after that, but I'm glad
y'all got the Bengals.
Like I said earlier,
in Cincy.
On this rant.
It's gonna be hard after that.
I'm glad we got that loss early week 2 in New York. That shook the team up. Old big bullhead Joe Woods. That dude got a big head on him, boy. I'm trying to tell you. I wonder what is that side. But
what about
that was a good loss for us? Go ahead, Troy.
What about that New Orleans Tampa? Tom Brady, starting fights and backing up and getting dudes suspended because of Tom Brady.
You've been doing that forever.
You got to step up for your quarterback, Troy.
Man, him. Tom Brady. Nobody care about him.
You got to step up for your quarterback.
He started to fight. He talked all that damn cash and be like, oh, no, wasn't me. And now his top wide receiver suspended. They got to go up against a good team this week. What you think they're going to do?
They're going to take a loss, man, this week, man. Who they got this week, first of all? Let me make sure I'm saying this right. I saw it was a tough match.
They got – hold on.
I'll pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's get this up here, man.
Tampa going to have a game with them, if I remember. Hold on.
I got it here. Hold on. Yeah, Tampa Bay is playing.
Now let's say, they playing
Green Bay
at Tampa.
Green Bay. I don't know.
They can't pull that off.
Green Bay wasn't that impressive to me, man.
They'll pull that off.
I think they're gonna get Green Bay, man. They wasn't that impressive, man.
No, that game wasn't out of reach till I say late third quarter, early fourth quarter.
What's the line on that? Tampa Bay -1. Take the over.
That's not going to be a walk in the park as you think for Tampa. Not with Green Bay, no.
I ain't going to say a walk in the park, but they should win that game. But only reason I'm saying that Green Bay to me is
they should have beat the hell out the Saints, and it was 3-3 at half until the fight, and it changed the whole game.
The Saints was bringing it, bro. If you watch that game, man, the Saints was.
Yeah, until Jameis turned. Remember that his name was Jameis. That's what happened.
Now I believe they missed Alvin Kamara that game.
He didn't play.
Yeah, because see, when you got your running game, man, that helps with a lot of shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, go ahead. What's the next thing, man? We just rambling on.
Let's get into college. let's go ahead and start right there. Let's go ahead and start with you, Bob, with your Michigan Wolverines against Maryland. What you think gonna happen? The line is 17.
They won't cover that, but they will win that game. That game is going to be a drag out fight because Maryland got some ballers out there, and it's going to be a close game. They're not going to cover that 17-point spread, but they're going to win.
I don't think they're going to cover it either. I do think they will win, but this is going to be a test for them since they've played cupcakes for the past 3 games.
Yeah, they got a lot of
Maryland turn it around like that, man. When did Maryland turn it around?
Maryland ain't no walk in the park.
No, Maryland always has some players. They got 3 guys out there on the edge as far as receiving and decent running back. So they got a balanced attack. There's going to be a balanced attack.
I don't think Michigan's going to cover the spread, but I do think Michigan's going to win. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're going to squeak by on the win, but it's not going to cover that 17 points. I guarantee that.
Cyber Dog, who's your game of the week for college?
My game of the week for college, man. I'm gonna go ahead and stay here, man. Wisconsin and Ohio State. I think we played a few, but I think you never know with a Big Ten. You never know with a Big Ten. Ohio State is about 19. I don't know if we're gonna cover that 19, man.
They should cover that.
It's gonna be tougher because Wisconsin gonna play that. I don't mean to call it trestle ball, but they're gonna play the ground game.
No, they're gonna run the ball 9,000 times.
Right, they got a monster back there running the ball.
Yes, they do. He's 6'2", 230.
Keep that offense for Ohio State on the sideline. That's gonna be a close game.
So you don't think Ohio State gonna cover the 19?
I don't think they're gonna cover the 19, man.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's gonna depend on who controls the line of scrimmage. If Wisconsin can control the line of scrimmage when they're on offense and they can run the ball, then I don't think Ohio State will cover the spread. But if Ohio State's defensive line gets an edge, can get to the quarterback and can stuff the run and can force them to throw, I mean, you get some 3 and outs, you get them off the field, and your offense can do what they do, then they could cover the spread. I think it all comes down to who controls the line of scrimmage in that one.
Well, you made a good point. Ohio State is going to be playing linebackers is going to be damn near up on the line today. I'm telling you, they're going to try to stuff that run first. So Wisconsin is going to have to prove the passing game. They're going to have to.
Their quarterback is not that great.
Well, he's gonna have to put the big boy shoes on today if he want to pull some magic. So he's gonna have to throw the ball.
If it's 3rd and 8. There's no confidence in him.
Oh, well, they got to come out passing first because I'm telling you, Ohio State is going to be playing downhill on that running game. So they're going to have to come out throwing the ball. They got to come out throwing first.
Okay. Lois Lane, who you got for your game of the week for college football?
I'm actually keeping a close eye on 2 games. One is Clemson and Wake Forest.
Okay.
I mean, everybody's all high up on Clemson right now. I mean, they are 3-0, but so is Wake Forest. When Clemson gets into conference play, those conference games typically aren't always a walk in the park, especially with, certain teams. And then my other game I'm keeping a close eye on is Florida and Tennessee for the SEC.
I got Tennessee in that game.
That's going to be an interesting one because they're starting out 3-0 and they're in Tennessee, so.
Clemson is a 7.5 point favorite. At Wake Forest
games, you got to put them away. Like you got to leave, you got to put them away, you got to put them out of reach. So
I got Tennessee in that game. Tennessee looked good, and your quarterback for Michigan, Bob, he with the cannon Milton, who's a quarterback for Tennessee.
Yeah,
he been playing good. So we'll see what happened. He been playing good. Did you see him last week? He was balling out last week.
Yeah, we'll see.
I got a question for y'all.
He's hot and cold.
I got a question for y'all. Y'all think that Georgia got a chance to go undefeated?
Oh my God, yes.
Who?
Georgia.
Yep.
Are we going to give Georgia the title? Just keep it pushing.
No,
you ain't gonna give it to him, but no, they in the driver's seat right now. You ain't gonna give it to them, but they in the driver's seat.
Who gonna beat them?
You never know,
man.
Who
got a chance to beat them?
You never know, Chief. That football bounce a lot of different ways. You never know, but you just got to show up and play your game.
On both sides of the ball. Stetson Bennett looking like Brett Favre, Joe Montana out there or something like that. Their defense is reloaded. They doing it whatever they want against anybody.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be a tough. They're gonna
Nobody's
be a tough one to
giving
beat.
any obstacles. Nobody's giving anything to worry about. They just like, man, let's just go out there and beat them so we can go to the bar. They don't. They just like whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm looking at their schedule now. Not saying they won't win these games, but I feel these are 4 games within their conference that I feel right now.
They play Arkansas today, right? They play Arkansas today?
No, they play Kent State today.
Oh, Kent State. It's like a 45-point. The spread is 45.
Right.
That's horrible. They're gonna score 60 with no problem.
I will take that 45. Y'all need to make some money today, right now. Take that 45. That's gonna be easy. They have 45 by halftime.
Yeah, that's gonna be easy peasy.
Looking at Georgia's schedule, I feel these games could be a trap game, if they don't stay focused. Depending on how these teams are when they get to them. Florida, Tennessee, and then we know Mississippi State always possibly upsets somebody some way, somehow, or makes it a close game. And then if Kentucky keep going the way they going,
Kentucky look good right now.
Game. What'd you say?
Kentucky look good right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, depending on how those 4 teams look, and see, they play them in that order. Florida at home, Tennessee at home, then they go to Mississippi State, and then they go to Kentucky, and of course they always in the year against Georgia Tech. But those 4 games right there within their conference, I feel they get past all 4 of those, they'll be good as far as getting in the college football playoff. But I mean, we all know all you got to do is get in when it comes to the postseason. Nobody expected Ohio State to win that first year. They expected Alabama to just beat us into the ground, and look what happened. So all they got to do is, all the team has to do is get in. Yeah, they look unstoppable, but, we'll see.
The game I'm looking at today,
they are the front runner.
The game I'm looking at today is Arkansas at Texas.
You said Arkansas at Texas.
Arkansas at Texas. Texas don't have a quarterback. Well, their quarterback is out. Arkansas looks like they're good. I think Arkansas is number 10. Arkansas number 10 in the country. Texas is 23. Who y'all got on that?
Ooh, excuse me. See, I don't know about that one. Arkansas and Texas.
I know. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one because
that's what we call a classic coin toss.
Yeah, because a part of me wants to take Arkansas because of what's going on with Texas. But then, sometimes that type of situation gets a team to really corral and come together and pull it out. So, yeah, that one is a true toss-up.
What you think, Cyberdog?
I look at it like that, man. I mean, far as to answer your first question about to go back to Georgia, will they stay undefeated? It's hard. It's kind of hard to pick that, man. I still think that they have shown to beat Alabama. They've shown to be the top of the class. They are the current national champs right now. I don't know who they lost. Bama don't look as strong as I thought, but you never know what happens to Tony D point, when you get them conference games. I'm going to go ahead and say no, they won't go. They won't stay undefeated.
What about Notre Dame at my boys, North Carolina?
Notre Dame at Carolina. Y'all should beat them, man. Notre Dame, man. I tell you what.
We should beat them.
That guy started off number, 4 in the country?
5.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got a theory about that. I got a theory about that ranking. If y'all want to hear this.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I want to hear
I feel that theory was a setup against Ohio State because everybody was like, number 5, Notre Dame. Think about it. Okay, yeah, we beat Notre Dame, but Notre Dame lost to Marshall. They squeaked out a win. They don't get a winning record. That win for Ohio State doesn't look that impressive, even though they were ranked number 5 at the time.
Right.
I really feel that was a setup.
Yeah, well, you could have went in there with favor too, though.
What'd you
So who
say?
you got? So Lois Lane, who you got in that game? North Carolina, Notre Dame.
I mean, I'm with Cyber. I feel North Carolina should win that. Like,
win it, man.
Notre Dame does not look impressive at all. I mean, at all. You know, I mean, if we're being honest, Ohio State should have won more than what they did, but it just took them a little while to get their footing when Smith Najuba didn't return. And they had to figure out what they were going to do. They had to figure out, you know, how they were going to run it to be efficient.
North Carolina is 3-0. Notre Dame is 1-2. It's at North Carolina. North Carolina should win that game. They should, and that is my team. Everybody knows that. So I'm gonna take my boys on this. North Carolina should tear that up. That's just me. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and move on.
All right.
Because we got a lot. This is gonna get deep here in a real second. We being nice right now. In a minute, it's gonna get ugly.
Woo! Show is.
They got Bob waiting.
Let's keep with the knife.
Trying to get back in, Troy. Can you
What'd you say? I didn't hear you. My bad. What'd you say, bro?
Arkell's trying to get back in. Can you let him back in?
I can't let him back in. Tanya got to let him back in.
Oh. Well, he just like he is at home then, left outside. No, you ain't coming in here tonight.
Tanya got to let him back in. She's the controller.
Oh, we already know that.
I'll be back there.
I don't. Okay. So listen, Las Vegas Aces win the title.
Aces. Good shit. Vegas, man. They turned that place turned to a quick sports town overnight, seemed like.
Did you see the parade?
No, I didn't get to see what was the parade like.
Oh, they blocked off all Las Vegas Boulevard and they had the parade down the whole boulevard, man.
What?
But you think they're talking about this could be a dynasty. What do you think? Becky Hammond was under the tutelage of Greg Popovich for 3-4 years, came in her first year as a head coach and won the title with Las Vegas.
That's deep. I would say that's a possibility. But a dynasty is kind of strong, man. You know, I like to see what they do that next year. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's always that year after, that second year after, you know, like what the Bengals are going through, you know, or the Rams. You win it once, everybody got you on their radar, you know. And the dynasties are those teams that they already know before the game even starts that they won. You know,
they got a kind of like a big three with Asia Wilson and I forgot the other girl's name. Their coach, Becky Hammond, like I said, was under the tutelage of Greg Popovich. They can roll, man.
Yeah,
for real. I don't see nobody stopping them. Go ahead, Lois Lane. What you think about the Aces winning the title?
I mean, I thought that was great, especially like with her resume. You know, Becky Hammond's resume coming from being an assistant coach with Popovich to taking that job, because I know there was talks that when he stepped down, she was gonna get that spot.
What, for the head coach for San Antonio?
Yeah, I remember they were talking like if she's still there when he retire,
that is a possibility.
I know
he would probably be. He
was at their games too.
Yeah, she would probably be the first female NBA coach.
Yeah, they did a heck of a job.
Let her win a couple more titles. She will be the first NBA coach.
They will come knocking on her door, real.
And they already gonna know she's under, like I said, Popovich. You know, that's championship bread, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see them winning again next year. I don't see nothing stopping them, but that's just me.
Well, I think. Well, you know what? If she win that next one, I don't think she'll have no problem. She'll be the first. And that would be a hell of a dynamic. A woman as a head. I mean, they're already in there coaching. They're already refereeing.
Right.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna merge the NBA with the WNBA. I'll probably be an old man in the.
I think a female coach would do good in the NBA. Just look at the Big Three. The last couple of titles from the Big Three was a female coach. No, I'm sorry, not this year, but the year before, it was the female coach who took the Big Three to the championship. I think she did it 2 years in a row before she lost this year. I forget her name though.
Oh,
it was an older lady. I forget her name. I think a female coach would do good in the NBA. That's just me. Because guys with a female, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be a little bit, more, generous, and they want, it's a female, so you got to be a little bit more softer, and they can say, hey, I think that she's telling the truth, because it's gonna be like their mama talking to them, you know what I mean, or it's gonna be like their wife talking to them. When you talk to your wife, you gotta make sure that your ears is on, and you gotta make sure that you paying attention. When it's guys, it's like kind of aggressive, you know what I mean? But I think a female would do really, really good. That's just my opinion in the NBA.
Right.
Especially it's good if she got good communication. Now, she just come in just talking all crazy and like, well, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, and them dudes.
She polished. One thing Tony D said, or I'm sorry, what you said, Troy. She had the pedigree. One of the greats.
She had the pedigree.
Who don't respect Greg Popovich in the NBA? Everybody respect that dude. And I think, and another one that was, let me see, my man, he used to be the head coach of Cleveland, Michael, I can't think his last name.
Mike Brown?
Mike Brown, thank you. Look at him. And now he's the head coach for the Kings?
Sacramento.
So,
Sacramento.
And I'm also, getting hyped up for the NBA season. My Cavaliers, woof.
Hey, they made that move.
I might be going back to watch the games again, baby.
That's a good transition into our next topic.
Yes, sir.
So, speaking of the NBA, we got a little hot topic, little scandal going on this week. I don't know if y'all heard about it.
Yeah.
But the Celtics coach then got caught up in some mess. There's some BS. Not only is he he was his fiance is Nia Long. We'll talk about that side note. But he got caught up having a consensual relationship with one of the employees.
No, side
the Celtics said that he violated the code of contact code of whatever it is that in a Celtics handbook.
Hey, well, let me say this.
Then he got suspended for a whole year. Who gets suspended for a whole year for having a consensual relationship? But that's why we have this panel to talk about it. Because I've seen a lot of coaches do more foul stuff than he did and don't get suspended for a whole year. Let's go around the table. We're going to start with you, Lois Lane.
Man, look, when I first heard about this, I'm like, are you serious? Okay, a consensual relationship. But then I thought about it. I'm like, I feel they suspended him for the full year for a couple reasons. One, there is a lot more meat to this story than what we know for them to do a full year. But two, he has such a great rapport with the players, and he took them to the finals last year. I feel like I said, I feel there's so much more meat to this story than what we know that could constitute a firing. But instead of firing him right off the bat, they decided to suspend him for the season to give themselves more time to decide what to do.
They need the whole season for that? If you're going to fire the man, fire the man.
I mean, I agree with you. Why keep him in limbo? But
if you violated the code of conduct in the Celtics handbook by having a consensual relationship with the employee, firing, you know why they didn't fire him? I'm gonna tell you why they didn't fire him. Because he will have a job in 24 hours.
Exactly.
That's why.
They don't want him to go nowhere.
That's why.
Yeah, they
just took them to the finals.
But also, like you said, who gets suspended for having
For a
an
year.
affair?
And also,
there is so many more layers, and there is so much more to this story than we know. Maybe he got caught and he was told to cut it out or cut it off. But here's my question. As a woman and knowing how females are, realistically, who was the aggressor here? Did he try to cut it off? Did she keep coming after him? Like, there's so many aspects of this. I don't think we'll ever know. But unfortunately, he's going to be the one that'll end up getting hung out to dry.
From my digging, from what I was doing, and I was digging and digging and digging as much as I could, he did not cut it off. She cut it off. He did not like that, and he got aggressive. And that's why
you can't do that.
That's why, and she probably wouldn't have went to management if he was like, "Look, man, this dude is harassing me.
Yeah,
we had this relationship. We did this. We did the damn thing.
Right.
It went too far. I understand. I'm still trying to work in this workplace that I love. I can't do it with him acting the way he act. What do you want me to do? I didn't want to bring this to the forefront, but I have no more options."
Right.
So from what I heard, it was him as the aggressor.
Okay, your sisters.
Cyberdog, your take,
I
brother.
want to say, man, I'm just totally. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm totally just upset with this young brother. I know we men, we make mistakes, we young like that, but even when I was a youngster working at a job, it was one saying that the old cats used to tell me, man, don't shit where you eat. Now you can take that anywhere you want to take it. I'm $1 million coach. I'm
Best
on a championship caliber team. Everybody is coming at me.
Yeah.
Okay. Tony D, don't take no offense to this, but all the women I got coming at me, I'll be damned if I take one that's gonna be able to ruin my. I mean, a lot of people can get their careers ruined in a lot of ways. She don't necessarily have to work for the company, but it helps her if she does work.
Oh yeah, I mean, no offense taken, because I know how grimy our gender can get. Like, trust. When these type of stories come out, I don't automatically jump to the female side. I want to hear everything, because as a woman, I'm not going to sit up here and just take her side and then it come out that she did nothing but lie, and then you destroy a man's career, you destroy his reputation. Like, no, that's not the time. I don't get offended. Like, and I'll be the first one sometimes to be like, okay, what's her hand in this? What's her action in this?
Right.
Because
it takes two to tangle.
Exactly. And to me, it drives me nuts that people just don't believe, or not that they don't, they refuse. I'm going to use that phrase. People refuse to believe that women can really go there. And it's like, are you serious? It's like, really? Are you serious? Now, no, not all women do, but come on. Just because she says he did it doesn't mean that's exactly how it happened.
Right.
You know, there are men who get caught up because they want to be done and the woman is salty. She don't want it to end.
Right.
You know, so she goes ahead and she makes a false claim and it takes off.
Right.
But if he was being aggressive, that was the wrong move on his part.
So Lois Lane, I got a question for you as a female. Lois Lane, I got a question for you, and Al, we about to get to you in a minute. We ain't forgot about you. So Lois, so this female, if her name was Tinashe,
it is the one and only,
and he had consensual relationships with her in the office, would it be all good? Opposed if her name was Karen?
No. I'm sorry. No, neither way. I don't care what her name is. I don't care what her
Do you think that they're making a big more deal about it if this female had a different shade of color than the other woman?
I don't think they would be.
Why
I
not?
really don't think they would.
It is Boston. We know their history.
Exactly. That's why I said they're being hush hush about the details of these females, and there's a reason for that because they know the speculation that'll come out if it comes out that even one of these is white. Like, people will start being like, okay, well, what if she was black? Would y'all really be making a big deal about this? Would he be suspended?
So in your judgment, do you think that she's black or white?
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had ESPN up.
Lois, I got a question for you. Do you think that this female is black or white?
I don't know. I've heard both. I don't know. I mean, I haven't dug into it like that, but to me, it shouldn't matter if he was aggressive.
It should not matter.
But I know it. But I know it will. I mean, it
should not matter. But we're talking about Boston here. I'm only keeping it 1,000.
That's what I said. It shouldn't matter, but we know it will because of where this is coming out of.
Okay, let's go to you, Al. You've been patiently waiting. Go ahead, brother.
Yo, when that story broke, I just shook my head. I'm like, here we go again. When you have a brother in a high profile as a coach in the NBA and games away from winning it, especially in Beantown, and then this speculation comes out, I'm like, oh, he's going to get knocked down on his perch again. But there's always two sides to the story. Is he said, she said, but yet again, if he was the aggressor or whatever that may be, whatever transpired between the two, he should have been the bigger man and cut it off and keep pursuing what you're trying to do, is trying to win that NBA championship as an African-American coach, no matter what. You are hold on. I'm gonna get to that part. He's a leader. He's a leader of men, and that's what he's trying to do. Now we're gonna go to the aspect of Miss Nia Long. Man, you have that sister, that queen at home. What made you you think with the other head to go to that point?
A little long in the tooth. Good to see you, Al. Good to see you.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
She good, man. She a little long in the tooth, man. You know how it is. When you got a little something young.
Oh man,
you said she's old.
I think that's what he's trying to get. I think that's what he's trying to get at.
She look good.
Hold on. Hold on.
She is up there, but she is still being long. Don't call a girl like that.
Let me finish.
Not to mention
y'all can go at it.
Not to mention you got a son. Y'all got a son together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And this woman moved from Los Angeles to Boston to support you. She supported you throughout the whole finals. You saw her. You couldn't turn the camera on without seeing Nia Long.
Right.
My bad,
and it's Al. Nia Long.
Go ahead, brother Al.
Thank you.
I don't know what female you was with. I don't know what female you was with at work that you thought that it was gonna be cool to get with her. Then you get to go home and you was tripping, bro.
Hold on, Troy. But I see what Cyberdog is, because sometimes it be like that. Even though you have that that wife, everybody knows, but we don't know what. Hold on, Troy. You never know what's going. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. Even though we could say, man, it's Nia Long, this and we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So he might be, hey, let me try something strange for a piece of change. Yeah, I'm gonna say it, and for a minute it was cool for a hot second, but you start becoming. Hold on. And then he's like, he become Pookie. It's been calling me, man. It's been calling me, and it got him in trouble.
So that's cool. Say you want to do something strange for a piece of change.
Yeah.
Cool. Motherfucker, you ain't supposed to be the aggressor afterwards. You supposed to cut that.
You shouldn't.
You supposed to be like, okay, it happened. I didn't get busted. Mm-hmm. I still got Nia Long in my corner.
We know, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and end it and keep it pushing. But being that from what I'm hearing, you was acting a damn fool, and
she turned him out.
Aggressive towards
she turned him out. I hate to say it. She turned him out. She turned him out.
She
I
turned
can go a
you
long
in
way
the
with that,
man.
but I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
No, she turned him out.
She turned you into management because you was acting like a stalker. It sounds like you were stalking.
Troy, let me say this to go back to your point. And I think Al said it first. He's a leader of men. When you accept that job as a head coach, it's a little bit more than just coaching guys.
Right.
Now, how can you coach that locker room about how to act outside of the locker room when you're not even living up? To be honest with you, and I know Boston Hands was tired. He probably should have got fired, man. How can you win that locker room?
I know that if I violate my code of conduct at work,
everybody got fired.
I would get fired.
Yep.
So
that's
why
true.
wouldn't you just fire him?
Like
why
I
is
said,
he on?
He's expendable.
There's more to this
he's
story
expendable.
than what we will know, and it is something I feel. I truly feel. Understand, Troy? You said you in your research you found out he was the aggressor. There is more to this story for them to just for them to just suspend him and not fire him. And what I mean by that is I feel there is something against her. It may not be as egregious as him being the aggressor, but there's something that they done found out against her for him to decide to just suspend him instead of firing him.
So why won't you
maybe extortion?
Why won't you wait to do anything then? Why won't you wait to just
the story's out there? The story is out. No, I get it, but the story is out there. They're trying to be preventative. I mean, think about how they do with the athletes.
Y'all not preventative by suspending him. Y'all saying we're gonna keep you on ice and we're gonna do some investigation. They already know what's up. They know the deal.
They're trying to give themselves time.
To leak it out.
If they want to let him go, they're trying to give themselves time. They're trying to give themselves time to find the right replacement. So I hope
going to be a disaster
in a row because it wouldn't surprise me if at the end of the season they let him go.
It's going to be a disaster if they let him come back and coach. It's going to be a disaster.
Exactly.
If they let him come back and coach, because they're going to be like, well, why did y'all suspend him for a year? It's let him go.
Look, I'm with you, but they're not trying to jump in head first.
They're keeping that worm on the hook.
The right person.
That's what they're doing. They're keeping that worm on the hook.
Exactly.
Why? Well, that's just, I'm a Lakers fan.
Hold on, I'm saying, Troy. He's expendable. So they're keeping that worm. Yeah, that's why they're doing it, because he's a high-profile black man, almost won the championship, and that's what they're doing. He's expendable.
Again.
I got
Would
you,
they
Troy.
do this to Popovich?
No, we all know that. No.
Would they do this?
Answer to those questions.
We all know.
No, man.
Exactly. That's my whole point.
It depends on the degree.
Like Lois Lane said, something is foul. Something is foul in the background. Y'all already really know what it is. But now, why did y'all even have to put it out there?
They're not going to put it out yet.
Put it out there. They didn't even have to even put it out there.
Piece by piece.
If y'all want to really put it out there, y'all say, we're going to let this guy go today because of internal issues in the department. He's not our coach anymore. Nah, y'all put all his business out there. For what?
Oh, Troy.
What? Why would y'all put it all out there? Let it
Troy.
go.
Hold on, y'all. And I'm glad you said that, because there's another point I want to bring up too. Why is so much coverage on him is not that much coverage on Brett Favre with the Warfield situation?
Well, we can go ahead and go on to the next topic on that right now. Do y'all want to move on? Would we like to move on? Because that was the next subject. Let's go ahead and segue into Brett Favre.
That was a great segue.
Thanks, Al, for the layup.
No problem.
Brett Favre is a criminal.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it 100. Yet he's still walking the street. If I or you, Al, or Cyberdog, or even Miss Lois Lane, if we participated in any welfare fraud,
Click, click,
sure that we would be in a little
click,
bit
click.
hot water as far as with have to seek a lawyer to make sure we don't go to jail. Brett Favre ain't doing. Brett Favre is chilling.
Right.
He ain't getting
Right.
in no trouble.
How did
For
it
right
leak
now,
out?
I say for
How
right
did it
now.
leak out?
Go ahead, Cyberdog. You go ahead.
I
And
just
take
want to know how did it get leaked because
That's
if
been
no-
out. That story's been coming out for a couple years now. This
Been
is
a
not
while.
the
but
first
has
I've heard
any
of it.
national publication put this out there to y'all knowledge? I'm just asking because I don't know.
Not really. Not really. It's been under how should I say this? Been underwater for a little while. Now it's coming to surface.
Now,
Yeah, because it's
news don't give a
welfare
damn
fraud.
about
It
Brett
should come to
Favre,
surface.
But I think this story also involves a politician
Yeah, it
It
does.
does.
that helped cover it up.
Okay.
It
And
does,
I
and it
think,
also.
man, you got to think about it. We're in midterm election season before the next presidential election.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how this is front and center now, you know. But yeah, a politician is involved in this as well.
So Brett Favre wanted to, you know, get his daughter set up on the volleyball team at Southern Mississippi, and build a new gym for them. And they used the Poe people's money to do that, which he shouldn't have did that, and got found out about. So his daughter didn't even stay there. Now I think she's playing like at LSU now for the volleyball team. She's not even there. And it came out that he was funneling funds that should have been going to something else to, you know, help his daughter's volleyball team. And it came out to be him.
Yeah,
you know,
he helped that
with-
volleyball team. All right. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to
with
figure
welfare
out why
fraud.
it didn't
The
get
point
leaked.
is, if Brett Favre wasn't Brett Favre, and it was like just a regular old Joe like us, we'd be in jail right now
Oh yeah, he would have got it.
for sure.
Oh yeah,
And it'd be
That's
all
right.
over the news.
just like those people. I think it's like 45 people are now under investigation for fraud for some type of like scheme they ran during COVID. And there's like 2 people
Yeah.
here in Columbus that's a part of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Al. What you think about it?
He should be. I hate to say it, he should be locked up like the rest of us. I don't care about your name, your brand, and all of that. All that could be stripped. And then I will say, this is just me. If I was the NFL, I would take his Hall of Fame shrine and all that. I'll strip everything. I'll strip everything. Even though he made an impact in this, that, and the third. But you doing that dirty, crooked shit outside and trying to do other things, they need to go ahead and strip him. And that's
Yeah,
all.
I agree.
So not only did he take money from one of the poorest states
Right.
in the country,
Right.
he's up. You know, he said that he didn't do it, even though his name is all over the paperwork. Okay,
That's
Brett.
sad.
I never like. I keep 100 with y'all. I never liked Brett Favre, only because you know he used to beat
Well,
the hell out of
that have
Chicago
anything to
every
do
week.
with your Chicago Bears background.
But you know that's personal for me. And now that I see this happening,
For me, it's not. I mean, I'm just a football fan. I never really cared for him. And then I really didn't like him when
Me
he
neither.
decided he wanted to take his sweet time on the side and what he wanted to do as far as whether he wanted to retire or not. I don't know. Him and Tom Brady,
To me, I really didn't care too much about Brett. He was too arrogant for me.
Yeah.
He was too arrogant. It is always about him.
well,
blame John Madden. Okay.
True. True.
go ahead, Cyberdog. What's your take, brother?
Hey, well, I'm just waiting to see, man, because I'm gonna be real with you, man. The news is thirsty, okay?
Oh yeah.
And if
They are.
this was a story, they'll be all on it. Maybe they gathering the information. I just want to know how it got leaked. I'm hearing all this stuff, but I haven't seen nothing in the main publication. If they willing to try to get Donald Trump, Brett Favre is cheese, okay? That's news that they would get. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold my response until I could research it a little bit more, and talk intelligently with you guys. I do believe there is something funny going on. I do believe that there's privilege. Of course, there's privilege. Definitely when it comes to Brett Favre.
Bell's bad, bruh. You should be retired, sitting on your porch doing nothing. You shouldn't be caught up in no welfare fraud. You're Brett Favre.
Yeah. I mean, they covered a lot of things about Brett, his drug abuse, all that. But
well, they won't show those Copper Stone commercials anymore. Oh, let me shut up.
I tell you what. One thing you'll know, this is a telltale right here. Even if it don't hit the news, look to see if anybody endorse him. That's where the story comes. Because think about it. When Kobe got into that thing, they stopped endorsing.
Yeah.
Them companies don't want to stand next to nobody that's going to make them look shady. So if you don't see Brett Favre and nothing,
that's what I mean.
Something going on.
That's why I said the Copper Stone commercials. We don't see them no more since that came up.
Right? They gonna stay away from you, man. You ain't gonna mess our money up. And
this is awesome.
If they do that, that's when they gonna come up and say, "Well, this is what we found here," and we're gonna be like, "Well, we knew that months ago." But that's just how it is, man. I think with Brett Favre, if he did that, man, we can't put him. I mean, people love to put people above others, but Brett Favre ain't no better than nobody else, man.
No, he's not.
And funny how they pounced on the Celtics coach in 24 hours, but this been going on with Brett Favre for months.
You know what
I mean?
Talked about it for years. Like I said, I remember hearing something and seeing something about it a year or two ago.
Exactly.
The fact that I think this politician is up for re-election or something. It's something with this politician. That's why this is front and center right now.
Right.
If it wasn't
funny how that happened.
If it wasn't for that, we really wouldn't be hearing about it right now.
Nope.
I agree.
Funny how that happens, huh? All right, family. We about to roll on to the next topic, and it's Mo Mess and Mo Mess and Mo Mess. Phoenix owner. After he got found out for doing all kind of racist mess, now he wants to just go ahead and sell both the teams. He want to sell the Suns and he want to sell the Mercury. Like, hey.
He learned from Don Sterling. He wasn't about to
he did.
He's like, okay, I get it. I know what's coming. Because also, he sees how they keep trying to push the NFL to do something about Dan Snyder. He's not trying to go through all that. He's like, look, I messed up. I'll take this L.
Right.
I'll let somebody else have this. And
he was up in
why go through all that?
From what I'm reading, he was up in the office just acting a fool.
Well,
he was up in the office like telling women, that they got some new breasts and how good they look, and telling the coach,
good old boy network, man,
how he was like, your niggas need to play better, and he did say niggas. Your niggas need to play better.
Oh wow!
This is my question.
Hold on. Y'all don't know what the hell he was saying?
Well, I know he was saying. I have to say he's bold to say it.
Oh, he was off the meat rack.
Okay. Okay. Now, did they give a time frame of like when this was going on, like between what years or from the beginning?
No, they didn't give that.
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
they just have receipts of him saying all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He just actually ain't on tape like Don Sterling. Remember Don Sterling? He was on video and tape. This dude was not. The employees just had to come forward and be like, hey man, y'all got to do something about the owner. He just in the hallways tripping.
And see, that's crazy how, I want to talk about this. It's crazy when you look at the NBA and the NFL. The NFL, there is a freaking federal investigation with receipts and evidence of crap that he was doing. And the owners is still trying to hold on to this man being an owner. This guy, people just come forward and say, I know it's completely different levels, but it's just mind-boggling. Like, y'all really drives me nuts.
Well, you got to understand one thing. The NFL dynamic is totally different from the NBA.
Yeah, I know. It's a true old
Roger Goodell.
White old boys network at that.
Roger Goodell is employed by the owners.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little bit different in the NFL.
He makes $30 million a year because of the owners.
Oh no,
it's a little bit different in the NFL.
Those
Adam
owners
Silver
aren't
really
gonna
doesn't mess
start getting
around.
rid of each other, because then they'll be like, oh well, if something comes up with me, they'll try to push me out.
Because if you notice in the NBA, the players really had a voice. Because
they have the power now.
The reason why this all took the head because Draymond Green came out and was like, "Hey man, we don't want this dude owning one of our teams." And then LeBron came out and said something. So it all took a snowball, and then it just jumped the shark after that. And now, 24 hours later, he's like, "Look, y'all, because of my faith, and because pretty much saying everybody don't like me, I'm going to go ahead and sell the Mercury and the Suns," which he's going to come out on top. They gave him a $10 million fine. What? That's $10 to him.
Yeah.
$10 million fine? That ain't enough.
Right.
Oh, you can't be in contact with a team. He got a cell phone. He knows what's going on with his team.
He got
Email.
a cell phone. He got a tablet. He got a computer.
After all that came out, Draymond came out and spoke against it. LeBron came out and spoke against it. Chris Paul came out and spoke up against it. And after that, man, the players in the NBA got more of a voice than the players in the NFL. The players in the NFL, they say something. It don't really matter. You notice? You ever seen anybody in the NFL speak up and something happen? Nope.
No.
Not against the owners of the NFL. The owners of the NFL, they get away with murder. It's like Lois Lane said. Look at Robert Kraft. He was just acting a damn fool. And
look at Jerry Jones. Look at Jerry Jones.
Look at the two owners in the NBA who lost their team within a 10-year span. Kim and Donald Sterling. Because they was acting a fool. The owners in the NFL can act a fool as long as they want, but as long as Goodell got their back, they goes nowhere. Adam Silver don't play that. And the NBA players have a lot of way to speak of what's going on in their league because it's 75 to 80% black.
Right.
And
you can't be up in the office talking about women's breast implants and saying that niggas need to be playing better and using the word niggas to the coach and think that that's just going to be cool culture. It just don't work like that in the NBA. I don't know why he thought that was going to roll. Go ahead, Cyberdog. I'm listening.
I'm just saying that's that privilege, man. I mean, that's the good old boy network. That's that privilege, bro.
Yep.
That you think you can get away and saying things like that, but it's a different day. But now think about it. Even though he's getting rid of his team, let's be real. He's not losing.
He's not.
He's still gonna come out a billionaire.
Right.
A billionaire.
Yeah. He's still gonna get some money. It'd be one thing if there's you get none of the profits from the sale. That would be one thing.
They said that he stands to make off the purchase of both these teams $4 to $6 billion.
See?
I would go home on my yacht and chill out too.
What you want to say?
And that's why he agreed to sell, because he knew, look, I'm still about to get some money.
Want to get paid.
You think?
Right. Why put myself through a PR nightmare when I can just do what everybody wants me to do, get my money and go away?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Al. Go ahead, brother.
My take, man, all I gotta say is a brilliant move on his part of selling the team. He has to sell the team. And then, like I said before, that's bold as saying, hey, y'all niggas got to play better. That's bold.
You didn't hear that?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm saying it's bold. I didn't say I'm not surprised. It's bold. And then you got people that will take it. But, for that, yeah, you could take it, but you hold it in here as a receipt just in case when that time comes, you let them know. So sometimes you got to go to that point, and be like, all right, this is the time to go get them because of what happened to Sterling up in LA. So it's gonna be more. And plus, I'm gonna say this: all of a sudden, the NBA players start policing themselves and also holding these owners and coaches accountable and stuff. I wish they do it a little bit more, but on this whole thing, I'm not surprised, but it always comes to light when something happens like that, and there's going to be that 1%. I can't take this shit no more.
As I say with stuff,
go ahead, Lois Lane. I'm sorry.
No, timing with all of these timing. There's a reason for these timings, like you said. I'm sorry. What is your name?
It's Al, but they call the Grinch. So just say Al.
Oh, okay, Al. Like you said, people, they go through stuff, they take it and they keep it for when the time is right. Like I alluded to before we went on air, like this whole Deshaun Watson thing. The Texans knew what was going on with that.
Oh, yeah.
And they waited until he was like, nope, I'm not going to play for y'all. Okay. And he called their bluff and they thought that he would play. And I mean, and you got to look at it. Like, to me, with that, not to veer off topic, but with that, you have to look at it like they basically tried to ruin this man's career and reputation by putting all this out there and having all of this come forward, and he still wanted out. He still wanted out. So for me, I'm like, okay, what's going on in Houston? Because he could have been like, okay, I'm going to stay to make all that go away. But he still wanted out. But see, that's the thing that frustrates me about any of these situations. So stuff that's going on with your players, your owners, your coaches. It ain't nothing but a big old blackmail ring. Like, if you are truly about ethics and having the right culture and, environment for your employees, when stuff is first brought to light, you'll take care of it then. You won't sit up here and wait until it builds or it gets to a point to where, okay, there's no choice. I have to do something about this person. And then you bring out this just to basically try to push them out the door.
That goes back to what Cyberdog said.
It's frustrating about all of it.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Handle this shit when it first happens. Shit when it first happens. Because with the NFL, let's keep it real, they don't give a shit about us women. They do not.
No, they don't.
Because if they did half this crap that they got going on, it wouldn't even be going on like this.
It will stop.
Nope. And they don't understand how many females actually make up the fan base of the NFL. It's a lot.
Hold on. I'm going to take it a step further. It's not just that we make up a good fan base, but in a 2-parent household, who do you think is really authorizing the purchase of them season tickets? That
wise. Yeah.
Making sure you and their son or daughter or your boys got that money to go to them concession stands when you go to the game. I mean, let's keep that all the way real. So, I mean, I'm a realist when it comes to the NFL. So when a case comes out, I pay it no attention because I already know what the end result is going to be.
And like Cyberdog said, it's also privilege too. That privilege.
Oh, hell yeah!
It's that privilege.
Hell yeah!
You know what I mean?
Come on.
That's what it comes down to.
That kicker for the Giants who had all them domestic violence.
Oh, yeah. They got rid of him.
They got rid of him. He never
got rid of him.
You telling me the Giants ain't know about that shit? Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Manziel, when he got into it with his ex-fiance or whatever and almost broke her eardrum or something. If he ever decides to come back, he'll have to serve an 8-game suspension. He ain't coming back.
Never come. Look,
yeah,
but
look what they did get rid of. Remember Ray Rice?
Yeah,
when he beat his wife,
he was at the height of his career.
They kicked him to the curb real quick.
Yep.
You know what?
Which they should have.
That was the start of everything.
That was the start.
That's how they should have acted.
But what people don't realize with that, everybody got up in arms when they gave him, what was that, 2-3 games?
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't realize was, under that current CBA, that was a valid punishment. That's what people didn't realize. They were going by the damn bargaining agreement. And then somebody from the NFL leaked that tape. They had that tape. They had that tape. on what went on inside that elevator.
Elevator.
And they decided to leak it to see, okay, let's see what type of reaction we get.
You got that reaction.
He was on the decline anyway, not to justify how they did it, but, he was on the decline anyway. But still, like with Deshaun Watson, the judge, she went through, she was a judge. And see, to me here, the NFL looks worse.
Yeah.
Because what you did was you went out and you got not only a female judge, but if I'm correct, she was a white female judge, former judge. And so you thought by getting a female judge that you would get the punishment you wanted. She's a judge.
Right. She looking
She's
at
neutral. She doesn't know.
She walked into that knowing what they wanted.
Right.
But she wasn't about to be caught up in that. She came out and said, look, I went over everything. Yes, it deserves more. However, based on X, Y, and Z, this is why I gave this many games. She did what a true judge does. And then y'all basically forced him and his team into an 11-game suspension because you went and got one of your boys that you knew would hand down a full season because he knew that's what you wanted.
And to my point, exactly what I was saying, the NFL and their rules against the NBA and their rules
it is
night and day.
I know.
It's night and day, and that's because it's politics, and they got owners that make happy. Not in the NBA. The NBA, they get you up out of here.
Yeah.
The NBA will get you up out of here really, really, really quick.
They police themselves.
And that's a good argument by you, Lois Lane. That was awesome. Passionate. Love it.
The only thing that was missing was a tear.
Oh, she need that daggone judge robe on with the gavel.
Right.
Dang.
Right. With the gavel.
As a woman and as a female, it is frustrating. I have daughters that range from the ages of 4 to 13. And I'm already, growing up, there was a lot of stuff my mom didn't feel comfortable talking with me about.
Right.
I'm not doing that because I tell my girls all the time, I said, the world y'all growing up in, believe it or not, is a lot faster than the world that even I grew up in.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to them about everything, especially my 13-year-old.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm also,
you should be.
But one of the things I do let them know, and I credit the way I carry myself and how I am with the opposite sex with men to my father. My father was like, always respect yourself. Don't take no mess from nobody. However, he did tell us, he said, however, don't go starting nothing with no dude because he's not like your daddy. They all not like your daddy and gonna walk away. He told us, you square up like a man, get ready to get beat down, possibly.
Like a man. Yeah.
I kept that up here. So I never even really went there. And that's part of the problem. You have all these situations going on, and you have all these young girls and these females looking at this, thinking it's okay to do that.
Right.
We don't have enough people coming out in support of these men.
Right.
I'm not saying all women are like that, but it's not all or nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I think, it's just it's a dynamic. And like to your point, and kudos to you, your father, and yourself. It starts at home.
Yep.
It does.
And to go back, these things, I guess we can't walk around with blinders on. And thank goodness that the NBA got players like LeBron, that he's starting off people to be more socially active. The NBA is ahead of the game.
Right.
Whoever said about the NBA, I don't remember who said it, but it's ahead of the game. The NFL is an old boy or good boy network.
Good boy.
Good boy.
The good old boys.
Good old boy.
Good old boys.
Think about
network,
it.
Right.
Why in the world is Colin Kaepernick not playing?
Oh no!
Because they all teamed up and said, "Don't give him a job."
Exactly.
And what did he do?
No, they used him as an example.
Did he rape?
Use him as an example.
Did he get caught with drugs?
See, my sister thinks there's something more to that.
No, because he got something on them.
Yeah, he got something on them.
Yeah,
Then he already
oh,
won.
yeah.
He already won a case against him.
But
so
he signed that.
But he got
disclosure
more.
agreement.
It's not setting any
Exactly.
right yet. It's not
That's
setting any
smart.
right yet.
He has some stuff that will blow it up.
But he signed that agreement.
Yep.
Yeah, he can do it
He
now.
can't say nothing.
Yep, he can't say nothing.
So if they let him, they let him not ever get a job. He can't say nothing either.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I wish he never
because I
signed
can
it.
name about 4 or 5 backup quarterbacks that don't need to be in the league.
Oh yeah.
That
Name
Kaepernick
him.
is better than.
Go ahead. Name him, Troy.
Well, I would say Cooper Rush, but damn, he just beat the Bengals.
Hey.
Can I really say him? I don't know who the Bengals backup quarterback. Look, I can't even name the backup quarterback.
Willie.
You said Darnold? Yeah.
Chase Daniel still got a job.
Oh no. How?
He ain't better than Kaepernick. No, he's not. Garoppolo, they needed him. He came back.
But Garoppolo wins games, though. I hate to say
he wins games. It might be ugly, but he wins games.
He wins games, buddy.
He wins games.
Talking about Garoppolo, them damn 49ers.
They got a chance.
Look out.
Yeah, they got a chance.
My picks.
Yeah, they got a chance. You know what? I don't think, speaking on the 49ers, I don't think they wanted Trey Lance as the starter.
No.
Just yet. I don't think they wanted him. I think the front office wanted to move on from Garoppolo. I think that locker room. I think that locker room still wanted Garoppolo. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
So you moved up a lot of spots to pick this guy, Trey Lance. John Lynch has pressure on him.
Who?
Yeah.
You gotta
hold on. Who made that move? Because
John Lynch.
John Lynch did.
John Lynch.
Okay. Hold on. Let me finish my thought.
Go ahead.
Are we looking at another Washington situation with Haskins? Remember, they were divided on Haskins. Front office wanted Haskins, coach didn't. Are we looking at the same thing here?
Well, their coach is fine. Shanahan is fine with Trey Lance. Shanahan was on board with Lynch. That's why they moved up. They asked Shanahan, could they move up to get Lynch? He approved it. Cool. Okay. They would work with him.
I just wanted to know that.
It was just unfortunate that he got hurt last week.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Thank you, Troy.
They got a lot of they gave a lot of capital to get him. Right. They want to know what he got, and John Lynch's job is on the line to make sure that these guys work. So now, being that he got hurt, he got a little bit of leeway now. They did the smart thing by signing Garoppolo to an extension and keeping him back. He's the best backup in the league right now.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Go ahead, Cyberdog. My bad. Let's let Cyberdog talk. Go ahead, Cyberdog.
No. I just want to say this to respond to Tony D. The 49ers know what they got in Garoppolo. Let's just be real with it.
They do. Know what they got. Which is why they didn't let him go.
That's the reason why they didn't let him. And like I said, they were willing to let him go, but they just didn't want to pay him that money. They was hoping somebody, just like when the Browns was holding Baker Mayfield to the last point. You know, we're gonna wait to see who's desperate enough to get him.
Woo!
But to Troy's point, Troy made the point I was trying to make. Trey Lance book is still open.
Girl,
he got hurt. Game 2.
Sorry.
Okay. Game 2. So right now, everybody's job is still good. Now
everybody's job is still good.
So Trey Lance, all he got to do now is heal up and learn.
And when he comes back,
they're gonna be right.
Garoppolo is going right to the bench.
Or he's not gonna be on the team.
Or he's not gonna be on the team.
Right.
It's just as simple as that.
Next year, definitely he won't be on the team because they're not gonna pick up that one.
The person who said, "Let's just keep Garoppolo in that organization," and they probably was like, "Hell no, let's get rid of Garoppolo. He's a genius. He looks like a genius right now."
Right.
So they did the right thing. They can still actually make it to the Super Bowl.
Right.
In that division.
I have one thing to say about Garoppolo. Belichick saw something. He wanted to keep him.
True.
But
he had to get rid of him.
He
had to get rid of him.
Tom Brady ran up to Robert Kraft's office. He gotta go.
Tom Brady saw somebody that was prettier than him and was getting all the attention, and he didn't want him getting all the attention as a backup quarterback and could be possibly taking his job. And that ego came out in public, which is why he's in San Francisco.
Well, he's the only quarterback that can't, because it was another quarterback before him that left New England that got paid but wasn't successful.
Drew Bledsoe?
They leave that system.
Drew Bledsoe.
Right. A lot of them quarterbacks, once they leave that system, they're not that. It's the system. But Tom Brady was the mastermind behind it, that he knew how to work the system.
Right.
You know, Patriots way. The Patriots way is strong defense. Don't turn the ball over. And eventually we're going to wear you down and we're going to beat you. And Garoppolo was perfect for this system. And he did good in San Francisco. I would say he's the most successful quarterback.
He was.
He's the most successful backup in the league right now. All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and move on. We're doing great. Passionate. Everybody had passionate speeches. Everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Lois Lane kept it real. And
Man, I just wanted that cheer to flow down.
Cyberdog kept it real. Everything is great.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I said I wanted that tear to slow down. Hey, remember the old school commercial with the Indian back in the day when the forest fires and that tear rolled down?
Yeah. Go ahead. Hey, Lois Lane. That's all we need.
Yeah. That was passion right there.
We need passion like that on this network. So you keep it on. You don't hold nothing back. You're doing great. Keep it going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, fellas.
So listen, I guess I'm taking over Bob Shenanigans this week. So the first thing is the FDA is warning TikTokers not to marinate their chicken in NyQuil. Like the FDA got to tell us that.
Hey, my daughter over here cracking up. She said, "I know about that one."
So who did y'all? Any of y'all marinate y'all chicken in NyQuil, or this is the
you know what? You know what?
We got money, man. We can't waste that chicken. Are you kidding me?
What?
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You can't waste that chicken.
Why would you do that? And who want to taste NyQuil chicken? And wouldn't you just go to sleep at the first bite?
Well, I have to say. Let me say this: if you got some badass kids, that's one way to do it.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
No,
but marinate their chicken.
I've never seen nobody that I know ever race some good yard bird like that.
You can't waste food like that, man. You can't.
But I saw him do it on TikTok. I saw him cooking it. Now, it goes back. Now I shouldn't say that, but you remember, you know what? Y'all know what scissor was. Shoot.
Yeah.
Taking that coat off.
So they make a scissor chicken.
Same thing. It's drugs everywhere, bro. It's everybody.
ODing chicken.
ODing on chicken. I OD'd on chicken a couple of times, but it was some beer. There's some barbecue sauce and French fries.
I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to marinate my chicken in nothing but what I'm supposed to marinate it in. And I don't think that's going to fly in my household. So I don't think that I'm gonna do that, and I don't suggest other people to do that. If they got to come out and say that you shouldn't do that, then what's going on with our society?
Yeah, that's the point.
I don't know.
Boredom.
These folks watching everything and mimicking everything. It's the same thing when the foods are doing the Apple way, taking your Apple device, putting it in the microwave. Who ever thought that was a great idea?
What?
You know about that?
Say it again.
It was called Apple Wave. These foods, when it first came out, I don't know, this was even on TikTok. They was taking the iPhone, putting it in the microwave, starting it. I don't know what the purpose was, but that's what these trends are. It's like that when they were they stealing all the Kia cars.
That's it.
The Kia boys.
Yeah, I mean,
my daughter over here naming everything. What you say, Cyber Dog?
Huh?
My daughter's over here naming everything what you said.
So you know what they talk about in school.
Oh yeah, she knows.
That's what I'm saying. And thank goodness you're a father to be like, no, listen, it's good to watch. Don't mimic that. Are you
right?
Not every parent is doing that. Not every parent is doing that, bro.
So I got to tell
Like my dad
10-year-old.
used to say, if they jump off the bridge, you gonna do it too?
Right.
I told that to my daughter the other day. She said something about the kids in school. I said, okay, they jump off the bridge. You gonna do it too? Well, that's stupid. Okay, Desiree, you're missing the point.
My
So
youngest daughter,
literally.
my youngest daughter came home from school the other day and said, "We at school and somebody was sniffing some whipped cream out the can, the aerosol out of it to make them fall out or something like that." I said, "How did you get a can of aerosol whipped cream in your school? What the hell is going on?"
Hold on. What you say? She said, they do it at her school with Smarties and stuff, and I'm over here shaking my head.
See,
they're doing everything in school, man.
So I'm telling my daughter, like, no.
Yeah, don't get involved. You're gonna get caught up.
Well, I don't need that call.
Right. You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I don't need that call from your school.
Don't need that call. Don't want
it. Don't let me do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic. And Bob shenanigans. So a Florida man kills his ex-wife's stepson in dispute over lights left off in the house. Yikes.
Ooh. Electricity bill. The electric bill.
Go ahead,
That's what that was. Yo. That's old school right there. You don't keep them lights on, that electric bill, unless you're gonna pay for it. But man, you have to put someone to sleep for that. Woo.
It sounded like there was something a little bit deeper than the lights.
It's more to it. There's a lot more to it. But we can't shed light on it. That's the wrong word I want to say. But yeah, it's more to it. It's more to it, and I think they just use that part to cover it up a little bit. But we will never know.
I'm my house is all electric, so I understand.
Me too.
Leaving lights on and stuff.
Yeah.
Go over that again, Troy. I'm sorry, I walked away. What was it?
I said my house is all electric.
No, tell them the shenanigans.
A guy killed his stepdad, or was it a stepdad? Yeah, he killed his stepdad over him leaving the lights on at the crib because he wanted to turn them off. His stepdad said turn the lights off. He said no. He killed him instead.
That's deep. Boy, that bill must be hell, man.
just that electric bill.
That's like my water bill out here, man. Hey, don't turn that water on now. I'm trying to tell you. But
again, my house is all electric, so I ain't got to tell y'all that my electric bill be up there.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But I ain't gonna, cause harm to my family over the electric bill.
Hey, but that dude was ready to kill him over anything. That dude had a guy snore. He had been snoring that night. I told you.
That's what I told Al. I said there was something a little bit deeper going on than the electric bill.
Yeah. Right.
But that's either here or there. But hey, let's go to the next one. A Utah student allegedly said that she would blow up a nuclear reactor if Utah football team lost. Yikes.
I mean,
you gonna start a nuclear holocaust over the Utah team?
No,
go ahead, Dr. Dog. What you say?
I'm just saying, sometimes, man, you gotta take things with a grain of salt. But nowadays, I guess you can't. But my thing is, I hope she don't have no access to any nuclear reactor that I'm around, and let me know what state she was in.
Well, it is in Utah.
Okay, that's good. If she got a key, let her go ahead and do her thing. Utah.
Dr. Dog said to hell with the Mormons.
They're off the hook too, boy. I've been hearing a lot of things about them, how racist they are. I didn't know that.
And they be having like 10, and they be having like 10 wives.
Mm-hmm. 10 of them.
Keep it fresh, I guess.
Yeah. The Mormons don't mess around. But hey, she out there in Utah.
So what happened to her though, Troy?
What'd you say?
What happened to her? Anything
what happened to who?
To the young girl that threatened to blow up.
She's sitting in jail right now where she should be.
I was about to say she had to be in jail now.
Oh, y'all talking about that girl from Utah
See,
Yeah.
she owned it. Yep.
I
Yeah.
read that. I said, what? Crazy.
Yeah. She should be in jail.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But you know, like Cyberdog said, it's in Utah.
You're right.
She got access
It's far
to,
away from here.
if she got access to any nuclear reactor, then that's on them. Shit.
All right, y'all. We got that together. We got that good. Oh, well, Lois Lane missed the topic about the guy killing his stepdad over the light.
Yeah.
Did you
I
hear
had to
that?
take care of some stuff.
So
Yeah.
guy killed his stepdad over turning out the lights. The stepdad turned out the lights, says, you need to be saving my bills on my electric. And he said, no, I'll just kill you instead so I can have my own lights.
Hey, Troy, you said it wrong. He turned his lights off.
Yeah, he turned his lights off.
Hold on. So the stepdad killed the stepson?
No, stepson killed the dad.
Woo. Hold on, Troy. You said what? You said the stepson killed the stepdad?
Let me just go back so I ain't wrong.
I'm getting
let me go back. Let me go back because we got another some of Bob's shenanigans after this. Let me go back. Give me a second. Let me go back and see if I got the right one. Because Bob and his shenanigans go crazy right now. Oh, here we go, right here. Here we go, right here. Okay. So I guess I was totally wrong.
Uh-oh.
I don't do the Bob Burgundy corner. So I'm filling in, and I guess I'll be getting reprimanded on Monday. So the Florida man kills his ex-wife's stepson in dispute over lights left on in the house.
They started arguing and got to fighting, dog. That's what
Florida man kills his ex-wife's stepson, and so it goes a little bit deeper than the lights, obviously.
Yeah.
They got to arguing and got to a fight, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was already brewing.
Yeah.
Yep. Eating up all the food out the refrigerator. Leave dirty drawers and socks on the floor.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
You're in the kitchen.
Like I keep trying to tell you about your son, you don't want to listen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. What y'all got on this week, man? Do we got any action on the games this week? We got action on any game. Cyberdog, you lost against your boys. You lost against the Carolina. Lois Lane, what you got this week? Al, you got something? Y'all want to put some action on any games this week? What's
roll
up?
Them down. Let's see what you got. If you got them up, can you roll them, run through them?
I got them up. Of course, I got them up. You want to do NFL? Of course, we want to do NFL.
Yep.
Go ahead, do it.
Let's start with Baltimore, New England.
Ladies
Baltimore
first.
is at New England.
Ladies first.
Spread is 3 for Baltimore. Anybody got a pen handy? Or I need to write these down.
Go ahead and write it down, Troy.
I'm gonna use my phone. I got my other phone. Hold on. Let me write that.
Let's see. Baltimore, New England. You
That's
said
about
they're
it.
at New England?
Yeah. Is it at New England, Troy?
It's at New
Should
England.
be at New England, I would think.
Give me Baltimore. Give me Baltimore.
I'll still take Baltimore.
The spread is 3 for Baltimore.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
cover.
It's going to be a low score game.
I'm taking New England.
Okay, hold on.
I think it's going to be some drama on that right there.
The spread is 3.
Huh?
Plus 3 for New England. I don't think Baltimore's gonna go in there and just act a fool. I think it's gonna be.
It's gonna be close.
Game.
It's gonna be close.
It'll be close, but I think Baltimore will pull it out.
Okay.
I'm just not completely sold on New England and Mac Jones just yet.
It's in New
Well,
England.
he started with a spark, but now he's garbage. I agree with you. I don't like Mac Jones either. I think that he's gonna be just okay. A manager.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for the next game?
Yep.
Cincinnati at the Jets.
I'm going with
Cincinnati, 6 points.
I'm going with Cincinnati. They got to win this one. This is a must win.
Oh, you still got Joey Flacco. Oh,
And as
Joey
much as I
Flacco
can't
just went to
stand
Cleveland and
Joe
beat them
Flacco,
last
yeah,
week.
that's what I'm saying. I'll go with the Jets. I hate to say it. I'll go with
Whoa,
the
we
Jets.
got a hot take we got a
Yeah,
hot
I'll
take.
go for the upset. Jets.
We got a hot take. What you got, Lois?
until they get that offensive line right, I just don't know if I can go with the Bengals. I got to take the Jets on this one.
Ooh.
I mean, come on. You also got to look at it. The Jets just came off of that win at Cleveland. They're back at home. They got Joe Flacco. As much as I can't stand him, he do what he got to do. And the Bengals are just all over the place. I know this is a must win for them, but they gonna get that boy hurt again. I hate
Miss
to say
Lane. Miss Lane has valid points.
Mhm.
Cyber
Like,
Dog, who you got?
I can't, as much as I want to, because they need that win. I can't do it. I can't go with Cincy on this.
Go ahead, Cyber Dog.
I'm like I said, I'm going with the Bengals, man. The Bengals deserve a chance to rectify a couple of losses they should have had. The Jets got extremely lucky in Cleveland last week. To be honest with you, it wasn't like they won the game. Cleveland more or less lost it. So
They gave it away.
They gave it away. But Cincinnati is unsure of themselves right now, which is why that spread is what it is. Sometimes some teams can get a boost. But I'm going with the Bengals. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I think real quick. I think Joe Burrow is scared. Like, he's holding on to that.
I would
ball.
be scared too if I had that offensive line.
He's holding on to that ball a little longer already than he was last year. Well,
like I said in the opening, last year they were the hunters. This year they are the hunted.
Yeah.
So that plays a lot, and film makes a lot too. So people know what to expect from the Bengals now. So they're gonna come with their best game.
Yep.
Good analysis on that one. This is my game of the week. My game of the week is the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Buffalo
one.
-5 on a spread. I'm gonna go ahead and go in Miami.
In Miami.
Who you going with?
I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and take Miami.
Bet I take it. That's our bet of the week. Then that's me and you bet right there.
We taking that bet?
Bills Mafia, baby. Bills Mafia.
You taking Bills? I got Miami.
There it is.
Okay. I got Miami. I'm gonna tell you why I got Miami.
I got Miami too.
But hold on. This is the reason why I picked Miami. Originally, I had Buffalo, but it's Miami. Buffalo Bills gonna miss 5 key components off of that defense, and that's gonna hurt. Off of injuries.
I got Miami.
That's the reason.
Miami should have won.
Me and you will come back to that bet, Cyberdog. We'll come back at the end. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
I got Miami. Al, you got who?
Miami.
Lois Lane?
Miami.
We got one Buffalo Billers here.
Bills.
And that's gonna be the bet. That's gonna be our bet of the week. Cool.
Bills Mafia.
Cool. Good. That's gonna be a good game. That's a good bet by you too, Cyberdogs, because I might be a little bit nervous about that. So the next game is Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings.
Detroit.
At Minnesota. Minnesota got the line -6. Minnesota is by 6.
Detroit. Minnesota can't even stop the run. Detroit.
Ooh. Go ahead, Cyberdog.
I want to say
that's a hot take by Al too. He picked Detroit. Ooh.
I want to.
I'm gonna stay away from that one.
But Minnesota, you know how Minnesota remind me of Cleveland. They win the games they ain't supposed to win, lose the game they win the game they supposed to lose, and lose the game they supposed to win. That last game last week against Philly is a up and coming team. Philly is gonna win the East, in my opinion. Okay, Philly is a dog, but Minnesota plays better at home.
I got Minnesota winning that game, but not covering.
I'm pulling
What's
for
the
Detroit.
spread?
6.
I'm
Minnesota.
pulling for Detroit, but to make a long story short, I'm gonna go with the Vikes to get that one.
I'm going with the Vikings too.
Yeah, me
We'll
too.
take Al. I got Al. I got your hot take down for Detroit. Go ahead, Lois Lane. Who you got?
I know. I got the Vikings.
3 Vikings, 1 Detroiter.
That's how I
Okay.
go.
Let's roll on to the next game. New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers.
Saints should win this game.
Saints by 2.5. At
It's
Carolina.
just 2.5.
That's
Oh,
about right.
they're gonna cover that.
They gonna
That's about
cover
right.
that.
They're gonna cover that.
Now, if Al Kamara is back, yeah, they really will.
Who y'all got in this game? Go ahead, Al.
Saints.
You got the
Carolina. Yeah, Saints.
So do you got the Saints covering this game?
Yeah, they're gonna cover that.
Go ahead, Cyberdog.
I'm gonna stick with Carolina, man. They gotta win one. I think the Saints last week, to your point, they should win. But we talked earlier about divisional games. It's hard to call. That's why the spread is what it is. So it's an either or. But I think I want to say the Saints, but I'm gonna go with Carolina. They're gonna pull it up.
Who you got, Lois?
I got the Saints.
Okay. I'm gonna take Carolina. I'm not taking Carolina to cover. I'm gonna take Carolina to win the game. Okay, let's roll to the next game. Y'all ready for
He
this?
got to play a lot better than what he been doing.
Go ahead, say it again.
I said Baker got to play better then.
Well, I mean, they got Jameis on the other side, so sometimes Jameis likes to throw the ball to the other team.
Win the Chargers.
So, I'm gonna take Carolina in this one because they got Jameis, and I know Jameis can remember that he's Jameis at any time during the season, like he did last week. Kansas City at Indianapolis. The spread is only 5 for Kansas City. Indianapolis really ain't won a game this year. Who y'all got in this game? Go ahead.
Hold on. The spread is only 5?
The spread is 5.5.
They're gonna destroy that spread. They're gonna destroy that spread.
Kansas City.
They're gonna destroy
Where's the
that
game
spread.
at? Indianapolis?
Yeah.
At Indianapolis.
On
I'll
that
take the
turf.
points. I'll take the points in Indy.
You taking Indy and the points?
Yeah.
What?
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Oh my
That might be the
God.
hot take of the week.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's why I was
That
telling you
might
earlier
be
about
the
to
hot
grab the
take of the
Chargers.
week.
Is
That's
not
gonna trump your Detroit Vikings, Al.
No, man. Kansas City is not the same team they were, man. And it's been noted. Everybody's starting to see that there's no fear of them hitting you deep. Because anytime you play Kansas City, if you're on the defense, you just worry about them getting that real big hit on you. Now they actually got to work. Mahomes is a top 5. He probably the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion. But
Cyberdog, I got one question for you before you get your take in, before you get your pick, because you already said you're picking Indianapolis. That's cool.
Yeah.
I just got one question for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel that Indianapolis is better than Arizona Cardinals?
No. Cardinals.
Okay. So let's rewind a little bit. A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Let's rewind a little bit. So Patrick Mahomes went to Arizona Stadium and beat them like 37-10.
Right.
And you think that Mahomes is going to go into the Indianapolis Colts Stadium against Matty Ice, who needs to retire 2 years ago, and beat them and cover the spread?
Well,
let me just make sure that we're on the same page here.
Yeah, the reason I'm talking like that now because everything changed with preseason. Preseason is not what it used to be. Okay, preseason was 4 games. They was playing the starters. Now the first 2 games of the NFL season, you can actually, even though it counts, you can actually consider that to be preseason. I think the Colts, when you come in with a brand new quarterback, 2 things he got to learn. He got to learn first a brand new playbook, Then you got to get with the team. And if you're not getting reps in preseason, you come in the regular season, it's just like with Cleveland with Jacoby Brissett. It's going to take a while. There's no doubt the Indianapolis Colts have the talent on that team.
Okay.
Flip side of the point.
Okay. So valid takes you have, sir.
Right.
So let's rewind to last week.
Right.
So Indianapolis went to Jacksonville
Got whopped
and lost 24-0.
Right. Right. And I lost on that one because I took the Colts again last week.
Yet you think that Kansas City is going to lose and Indianapolis is going to cover the spread. Yep. This is the hot take of the week. Are you sticking it? Are you going to stick to this, my sir?
Yep. I'm sticking to it because this NFL is unpredictable. You look at what Vegas has. You told me what the line was. In your opinion, you like, why is it like that? Everybody want to say, but they know. Kansas City is not a Kansas City they were. Okay?
So not only is Indianapolis going to win, they're going to cover the 5.5. That's what you're saying.
That's what I got them.
Go ahead, Lois. What you got?
I'm sorry. I am not taking Indianapolis over Kansas City.
Okay.
I don't care where they playing. Look, I understand what you're saying about the first couple games, but there's just no way.
I'm changing my pick too because I think I had Kansas City, but now I didn't talk myself really that I think that Indy gonna pull that one out.
So can I just say something, Cyberdog?
Go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Can we add that Kansas City Indianapolis game to our pick with the Baltimore Miami that game, or do you just want to do the Kansas City and Indianapolis? Because I'm going to take Indianapolis. I'm going to take Kansas City.
And you'll give me the points.
I'm not giving you the points. No. No. This is straight up. No points.
No points, then. Then I can talk crazy because I don't got no money on it.
So
yes.
So the game that we officially have money on right now is going to be Baltimore at Miami. But do you want to take that off the table and we can do Kansas City and Indianapolis?
If you give me 5.5.
I'm not going to give you 5.5. I'm not going to do. Okay. You know what? I'll give you your 5.
There it is.
I'll give you your 5.5. Let's get off the Baltimore. Let's get off the Baltimore. Let's get off the Baltimore Dolphins game, and let's me and you concentrate on this Kansas City Indianapolis game.
Okay.
And I'll give you the points. We good?
Yep. We good.
I'll give you the. I will give you the 5.5.
Thank you.
Okay. We got that set and straight. No, we're gonna get off that Baltimore. We're gonna get off that Baltimore Dolphins narcotica, and we're gonna go ahead and go to this Kansas City Indy. This is a hot take of the week right here. Right. I will give you the points, which is rare for me, but that's just how much confidence I have in Kansas City.
Good.
Cool. Good. $20. Got
$20.
Gotcha. But we might change up. We might change up on these next picks. So let's just go on and go down the road.
Let's keep going.
So Philly, who is looking like the team of the NFL darlings right now.
I love them.
Is at the Washington Commanders.
Philly.
The spread is 6.5 for Philly.
Philly got it and they gonna cover.
Philly got it and they gonna cover.
Philly is covering. Y'all got Philly for the Commanders.
Yes.
Cool. That was the easiest one of the day. Let's go to the next one. Las Vegas. This is crazy. Las Vegas at Tennessee. Las Vegas by 2. At Tennessee.
Is Henry playing?
A 0-3 Tennessee team.
Is Henry playing tomorrow?
Yes.
I think Tennessee come off the slide. They should win that one, man.
Go ahead, Lois.
Who do I take?
I'll take Tennessee at home.
Man, but I took Las Vegas, man. Shit.
I got Las Vegas.
I got to roll with Las Vegas then. Damn.
Tennessee gave up their best wide receiver. Tennessee's best player is playing in Philly right now, besides Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is averaging 3 yards per carry this year. 3 yards per carry. I got Las Vegas.
I agree. I'm with you.
Okay. This is just, let's go to the next game because this is just more Nightmare on Elm Street. Houston Texans at the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears is favored in this game by 3 points.
Well,
go ahead, Lois. You fell on that Chicago sword last week.
Hey,
What you know got
what?
this week?
You know what? If it wasn't for them calling the wrong sneak on the goal line, it would have been more of a game.
You fell on that Chicago Bear narcotic last week
but you
that I tried to talk you out of, but you wanted to take anyway.
You have to admit, your boys was in it for most of the game.
That got ugly in a hurry.
It wasn't the colossal blowout that you thought it was.
It wasn't. You correct. Who you got?
Okay, hold on. You said Chicago and who?
Houston Texans at the Chicago Bears. The Bears favorite by 3 points.
I'll take the Bears at home.
By 3? You take the spread?
Yes.
Go ahead, Cyberdog.
I got Houston, man. I picked Houston to win that one. Now that's that's gonna be a defensive battle. It could go either way. I'm just taking Houston because of my picks that I picked earlier this week. I took the Houston Texans.
Okay.
Houston has shown that they can play. So, but it can go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago pull it out.
Okay. I'm going to pick Chicago this week. They are my team. It is Houston, and this should be a team that they should beat handily, but we never know. That's why they play the game. So I'm going to take Chicago. Cyberdog, you got Houston. Lois Lane, you got Chicago, right?
That is correct.
Okay, for the next game. This is going to be interesting. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Ooh.
The spread is 3.5 for Los Angeles Chargers. Jaguars at Chargers.
That's
Jaguars
shocking.
had a good win last week.
That's shocking.
Chargers quarterback is hurt.
That's shocking, man.
Hubert is hurt.
Hubert has rib issues.
Is he playing?
Game time decision.
Oh, fuck. I took the Chargers, man, but Jacksonville been playing, man. They got talent.
It's a tough one right there.
Yeah,
Spread is 3.5 for the Chargers in LA.
If Hubert
That's a long trip from Florida to LA. That is a long flight.
If Hubert doesn't play, man, I believe that's going to be an upset, bro.
If Hubert doesn't play, you think the Jaguars are going to beat the Chargers?
I want to say, man, yeah. If Hubert
Chargers been in every game with that defense. Mack on one side, Bosa on the other side.
Like I said,
the
man,
2 DBs.
Jacksonville got some talent, man.
I don't know who the Chargers backup is because we know it's not Tyrod Taylor since he's suing them. I don't know who.
I know that's crazy.
I don't know who. I really don't know who the Chargers backup quarterback is. Matter of fact,
hold on one second. I'm getting a power cord. My laptop is dying. Y'all keep going. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hold on, Lois. I just wanted to see who the backup quarterback is for the Chargers.
Oh no, you're fine. Go ahead. Take your time. I've been on here organizing my Pinterest as well. Well, I got 2 screens at home, so I can do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got 2 monitors.
Oh, okay. We talked about him earlier. I know who the backup quarterback is now for the Chargers.
Oh,
we actually spoke about him earlier. He has the best probably job on earth because he's made so much money in the NFL as a backup quarterback. He's played probably only 5 games. I think he has a total of 6 touchdowns career. Anybody want to guess who the Chargers backup quarterback is?
Chase Daniels.
Chase Daniels. Probably the best career of a backup quarterback in the NFL history is the backup quarterback for the Chargers, who could be playing this week against the Jaguars. Who you got, Cyberdog?
Are we still on the Chargers, Jaguars?
The Chargers backup quarterback is Chase Daniels.
Oh, Chase can play.
He can manage the game.
I still roll with the Chargers. Chase is probably, like you said, he's the highest paid backup quarterback.
No, Garoppolo is.
But Chase was last year. The Browns was paying about $6 million.
Who you got, Lois?
I'll go with Jacksonville.
You said who?
You said Jacksonville.
You said Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm like, hold on, the right game? You have me thinking.
My bad. That's my fault.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with Jacksonville.
Sunday Night Football. We spoke about this team at abundance today. And it is the one San Francisco 49ers at Denver. Spread is 1.5 for San Francisco.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm stuck on this one.
I got San Fran.
Oh, man.
San Fran.
At Denver?
Yep.
Over Russell?
Yeah, I took San Fran. Garoppolo, they ain't lose nothing. They probably gained some with Garoppolo. They probably gained some with
Not
Garoppolo.
a bad pick. Cyberdog is not a bad pick. Because Russell looks like
I'm stuck.
Russell looks bad. Russell don't look that good right now. He's having problems with his coach. He's having problems with the plays. They can't even get the plays off in time. It's in Denver. The team, the Denver crowd booed him last week. It's not a bad pick, Cyberdog. It's not a bad pick at all. To the fact that I'm going to pick San Francisco also. Who you got, Lois?
I'll take Denver.
That's still not a bad pick.
I know. I feel this is one of those games where it can be a toss-up.
Hard to play in that stadium.
Yeah. And Russell has to try to redeem himself. So, we know he's going to try to improve his game.
He don't look good right now. Yeah, I don't think they on the same page right now. Monday Night Football. This should be a doozy. Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. The G-Man. Spread is 1 point for the Giants.
You said they're in New York?
They are in New York with Cooper Rush as their quarterback. The Giants is a 2-1 team. Giants is not looking bad this year with Saquon running the ball. Dallas is helter-skelter. We don't know who the hell they are.
I took Dallas, bro.
I'll take Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah.
I'll take Dallas on this one.
I'm taking the Giants. I'm taking the Giants to cover that 1.
I'm sure I'm going to be wrong, but
I got the Giants.
Good point, man. Them Giants.
Giants did me good last week against you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Giants again.
The Giants have been showing they got the fans in New York all happy right now, the Jets and the Giants. But I think Cooper Rush showed me something last week, man. So
Cooper Rush just got a week of tape on him. He's going to get destroyed.
That's gonna be a good one, man. But then you
Cooper Rush has 1 week of tape. It's Cooper Rush. He has 1 week of tape on him.
Daniel Jones, though.
I got the Giants winning by 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
in New York.
Where the div at? Where the div at? She missing this one. I'm riding with her boys though. I'm gonna ride with her boys.
Okay, last game of the week. It's a Thursday night game. Miami Dolphins coming off a win against Buffalo at Cincinnati.
Oh,
Bread is 2 for the Bengals. I'm sure that's going to change with their game this week.
well, let me say this. If I can start it off.
Go
I
ahead.
already said Cincinnati gonna come off the schneid. I think that game, man, that's gonna be a tough one. But I'm gonna ride with Cincy. I'm gonna ride with them, man. But if
Cincinnati
they lose,
at home with the Dolphins.
if they lose, but just think of this, Troy. What could happen in 10 days? Okay, they could lose to the Jets and then lose at home, and their playoff hopes pretty much will be not dashed, but buddy, it will be pretty. It'll be a black cloud over Cincinnati. And
If the Bengals lose to the Jets, then got to go home to the Dolphins and lose, I don't want to be Bob. We might have to check on him
this year. He'll wear all Michigan gear. He won't wear any Bengals.
Yeah, he'll switch up to Michigan. He'll just be done with Cincinnati.
He won't wear his Lucky Sam White's underoos.
And they will be the biggest debacle after going to the Super Bowl in the next season. They have not won a game this year.
But that just goes to show what happens to the loser of the Super Bowl, man. In the history of football. That year, the loser of the Super Bowl, you never hear nothing else about them the next year. It just crumbled.
That's true. That is the trend.
But I hope
I'm gonna say it for the last time. I'm gonna say it for the last time. People got film. Bengals are the hunted and not the hunters.
Anymore.
Film is a mother, man. Film is a mother, boy.
Yes, it is. That's why Cooper Rush is going to have a long night against the Giants.
Once they get
long night,
bro. Once they get
okay, y'all.
You're right.
Let's go back to our action picks. Let's make sure we're all on the same page. So me, you, Cyberdog. Let's just make sure we're on the same page. Me and you, Kansas City -5.5 at Indianapolis. You got Indianapolis to win this game, correct?
And the points, right?
I got Kansas City to win this game and cover the 5.5.
There you go. That's the bet of the week.
That's the bet of the week from you. We going off that Dolphins and that Baltimore. We're gonna go ahead and roll to that Kansas City at Indianapolis. I don't usually take the points, but I'm so confident in Kansas City that they'll win with the points.
You should.
Whatever. Fine. Lois Lane, you fell on that Bears sword this week, my boys.
Sure did.
It's all good.
That's right.
Is there any games that you might want to have action on with me or Cyberdog?
Nah, I'm gonna sit this one out this week. I'll let you fellas have it.
She said no. She said no.
Smart move.
What about the Buckeyes and that 19 points? You got the Buckeyes covering at 19?
Yeah, I do believe they will tonight.
Cyberdog, you got the Buckeyes covering at 19?
I said they wouldn't, man. I don't think they're gonna cover that, man. It's gonna be a tough game. They're gonna win between 10 and 14. Excuse me, on my screen screwing up here.
Cyberdog, I would have to agree with you on that. I'm with you on that. Lois Lane thinks they're going to cover. We could all go down in flames, and Lois Lane could win that.
Right.
So we're going to do a friendly bet. Me and you got the real bet, Cyberdog.
Right.
But Lois Lane and all three of us, we're going to do a friendly bet with Ohio State tonight. I'm saying Ohio State will not cover the 19. Right. Lois Lane is saying that Ohio State will cover the 19.
Right.
Cyberdog, you're saying that Ohio State will not cover the 19 also, correct?
Nope, they're not going to cover, bro.
I agree with you. I will take that bet. We're going to take a little friendly bet. Lois Lane, you could be leaving money on the table, but it's all good.
She got her Hey, what jersey that you got on there, Tony D? What jersey? Who's it at?
Buckeye.
I'm trying to think who number is that though.
Braxton.
Miller.
Oh yeah.
This is actually my husband's jersey.
Okay.
I let my daughter, hold on. I let my daughter pick out my shirt. I was like, Desiree, what am I wearing today? Here she is. She started.
Good job. Good job.
She started to pick out like something else, a little more trendy. I said, Desiree, it's a sports podcast. Sports podcast.
So then I started looking through my dad's jerseys.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap this up. Any parting shots? Which y'all got on tap for the week? What's on your mind? What y'all want to speak about that we didn't talk about on the podcast? Anything that y'all want to get off your chest? The floor is yours. Go ahead, Cyberdog.
I know my screen is. Oh, I'm back. I just want to say, this week was a good week of sports. I think I'm glad to see my Cleveland Guardians are in first place last I checked. That's baseball. I'm glad to see that Jacoby Brissett is balling the way he is for the Cleveland Browns. I think the first month of football now for the NFL is pretty much training camp. I'm sorry, y'all. So, September is fun to get everything back, but you won't really see the cream separate from or the team separate from the pack possibly until this time next month. That's all I got.
Go ahead, Lois.
Okay. It's been a crazy week. It was a great, football weekend last weekend, especially Sunday. That was crazy. Those comebacks and, that was great. But, on another note with this stuff that's coming out is, I don't even really look into these stories anymore because we already know the trend or we already know what the angle is going to be depending on who it is. And unfortunately still, because of their color of their skin, I mean, it is just so frustrating.
Right.
And,
get it off your chest.
What'd you say?
Get it off your chest.
I mean, it is frustrating. We want to sit up here and act like everybody's created equal and all of that. And we know that's not true. Right. Not even within the players themselves. Right. We was talking about it earlier. When you look at who all has been punished in the NFL, it's been all Black players. I have not known one white player that has been punished. And everybody, when the whole Deshaun Watson thing was going down, oh, he better get a whole season. He better get this. He better get that. Tom Brady got 4 games for Deflategate. Correction. He did not get no 4 games for no damn deflating footballs. If you were following the story, he got 4 games because he didn't want to cooperate with the investigation and thought he didn't have to. And Roger Goodell said, I'm going to show you and Robert Kraft who really runs this. That's why he got 4 games. It ain't have nothing to do with the scenario, the scandal, or whatever. It's because he thought he was bigger than everybody because he's Tom Brady and he didn't have to cooperate. And Roger Goodell brought him off his peg a little bit and was like, I got you. Your owner may be my boss, but I'm going to still show you I still got some power. That's why with that. So when people try to bring that up, I'm like, miss me with that. Just miss me. I mean, and unless these leagues are really going to truly take a stance and really look at stuff, not just when it comes to women, but just all situations, just leave it alone. And if it's happened in the past, we need to stop punishing folks now, because I actually found a story where it's an NFL player who is suspended now for something that happened at the beginning of this year.
I didn't hear about that. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I can't remember the player or what he did, but it's something about the conduct policy. That's what I remember. But my thing is, if you're going to wait until the end, then you need to do that with everybody.
Right.
you already know that there's going to be some type of backlash from the public. You're not going to win that battle trying to punish and everything accordingly.
Right.
Like, because to me, they are looking so much worse right now than they were before everything kicked off with Ray Rice. Because before we didn't know. We didn't know what these players were doing. You know, we didn't know what was going on behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you're going to do it right. But if not, I'm sorry, own your shit. You're about your money.
Right.
And that's all it is.
That's
you
what
know,
it is.
with the Celtics, look, y'all want to get rid of this man, like you said, Troy, fire his ass, because this is going to hang over that organization's head the entire freaking season. Unless they either reinstate him or fire him, this is going to hang over the Celtics' head all season long. And
it's been a lot more egregious stuff that coaches have done in the past, and they never got a suspension for a year. This really doesn't make any sense. I think that
like I said, there's a lot more meat on this bone than what we will ever know.
And I think that we're gonna be talking about this for a while.
Yeah.
You got anything else, man?
No, that's it. You know, just the
hey, listen. On the real, you keep that passion up. We love to have that perspective, especially from a female.
Absolutely.
You know, we always need to hear that. You say what's on your chest, and you keep it real. Go ahead.
No, I do. I have a page on Facebook where I do post stuff, but if you also go onto YouTube, because I went to Ohio Media School. So if you go on YouTube and you go under Ohio Media School's page and you type in the show that I had when I was in school there called The Press Box, you can watch some of my shows. And trust me, this is a mild version of what you'll watch when you see that. But yeah, go.
You ramping up every week. We know. I see that you ramping up every. I want you to get to the point where you spitting and slobbering and cussing.
Lois Lane, put the link in the group text.
Yeah,
okay.
And also, I like the fact y'all text during the game. That is good. To help us with topics for next week too. So.
Oh yeah, I love. Y'all was cracking me up though last week. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have a ball with them.
Live action.
Right. Keep your passion. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. Come every week. We love to have you.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
My parting shot is this. I got one parting shot. Well, I got a couple of parting shots. The first one is for y'all two. What do y'all think about Pujols hitting that 700? And y'all think Aaron Judge is going to break that record?
Woo!
Go ahead, Tony.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Lois.
Hey, you know, another member of the 700 Club. You know, they going to keep coming.
It's only been four of them.
Right.
He's the fourth.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He is just the fourth.
Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds, and who am I missing? Cyberdog?
Babe. Ain't it Babe Ruth?
No, I was about to say, ain't it Babe Ruth?
Did I not say Babe Ruth? I'm sorry, Babe Ruth. Four. That's big. He's automatic Hall of Fame, and he did it clean, supposedly. So
they don't check that no more, man.
I mean,
I'm talking shit. They might.
I mean,
he did it clean, man.
Let's keep it real. We all know, you know, they just got better at making sure that stuff ain't getting detected.
Well, since you said that, Lois Lane, do you think there should be an asterisk by Barry Bonds 700 or 720?
Honestly, no, I don't. Because guess what? Everybody was doing it, but let's think about this. It really kicked off. I'm sorry, I won't say everybody, but they knew among themselves that players were doing this. And it didn't kick off until, I cannot remember his name, but one guy who did it, he came out with a book. And that's when it really started
Sammy
to
Sosa?
roll. Who?
Was it Sammy Sosa?
No.
Mark McGwire?
No, it wasn't Mark McGwire. Oh my God, I can't remember his name, but he came out with a book, and then that's when they started really like looking into things. Look, these leagues, and like I said, with all this stuff that goes on off the field and what these boys be doing, and all of this stuff of what they be doing to stay in shape. They know what's going on. That's why I can't stand it when they come out for public appearance. Oh my God, we didn't know this was going on. Stop lying. Yes, you do.
So Aaron Judge is on 60. He needs to get to 61. Do you guys think that the person who catches that ball should get a ball to Aaron Judge? Or should the person that catches 62 keep that ball and sell it? What would you do?
I'd keep the ball. I wouldn't even sell it. I'd keep it for myself.
Which one, 61 or 62? Because 62 is actually the record. 61 is just tying the record.
62. If I caught the 62 ball, I'm not selling that. I'm keeping that for myself.
62 is going to get you a lot of money. Cyberdog, what you think?
I think Judge is going. First of all, congratulations, Albert Pujols definitely deserves it. He's been good for years. And for him to be in the 700 club, and thanks for sending that link out, Tony, on the text. That was that's a hell of an accomplishment, man. He's been an awesome player ever since he's been in the league. He's been in 13 years or something like that? I can't think how many years. I know he's been here a while. Aaron Judge will hit. Go ahead, Tony. Who is that person?
Okay, yeah, I just Googled it. The person that wrote the book, it was titled Juice. Jose Canseco.
Oh, okay.
Jose Canseco.
And we know that he was juiced.
He was juicing, baby. He was a big dude, boy.
He even went to wrestling. Go ahead.
I got a quick flash, man. I'm getting texts from friends before we close the show. What is Michigan doing? What's going on with Michigan? Real quick. Anybody got a score for me?
My child done took over my television behind me. She don't realize
17-13. 17-13, Michigan.
Ooh.
Maryland hanging.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, close. Get these party shots so we can go and get to these games.
Okay, y'all. So I just want to tell y'all my take. So if I caught number 62, 62 only really ranks in New York because he breaks Roger Maris's record. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. If Aaron Judge gets over, 72 home runs for the year? That's the record for the year? That's the ball that I would keep. Because that's the ball that's going to gain me more money. Even though 62 is going to give me a lot of money. He won't get neither one back without you giving me the big bag, bro. I don't care about the ball. I just want the bag.
Right.
Gotcha.
I feel you.
I'll say thank you, shake your hand. How much? How much you want? All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and end it right here so y'all can go watch the games. Start y'all Saturday. We had a great show. We had great topics. Passionate. Tanya's doing her. Michelle Obama. Bob is over in Virginia doing something. We had Al on the show. We got Lois Lane with her takes. We got Cyberdog, who always brings the real every week.
Yes, sir.
Me and you, Cyberdog, we're going to look at that Kansas City, Indianapolis game.
Yes, sir.
All three of us are going to look at that OSU 19-point game. And let's go ahead and watch these games, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all weekend and be safe.
Yes, Peace. Sir.
Great job.
Good job, y'all. I'll holler.
All right.
Yep.
Bye.